They call him Alexander the Great. School books, movies, and documentaries still paint him as this brilliant, unstoppable hero, a young king who conquered the known world and spread Greek culture. But the truth is much darker. Alexander wasn't a hero. He was a brutal, bloodthirsty tyrant who left a trail of destroyed cities, massacred civilians, and enslaved populations wherever he went. Let's look at what they don't teach you. Alexander became king at just 20 years old after his father Philip II was assassinated. He immediately began his famous campaign. In just over a decade, he conquered the Persian Empire and marched all the way to India. On paper, it looks impressive. In reality, it was a campaign of relentless slaughter. When he took Thebes in Greece, he ordered the city burned to the ground and sold 30,000 people into slavery as a warning to other Greek cities. When he reached Tyre in modern Lebanon, the city resisted. After he finally broke through, Alexander's army killed over 10,000 civilians and sold another 30,000 into slavery. They crucified 2,000 survivors along the beach as a message. In Persepolis, the ancient capital of Persia, he allowed his troops to loot and burn the city, one of the greatest cultural treasures of the ancient world reduced to ashes. But the worst came in India. At the Battle of the Hydaspes, after defeating King Porus, Alexander massacred thousands of Indian soldiers who had already surrendered. When his own troops finally refused to march any further into India, they were exhausted, sick, and mutinous. Alexander flew into a rage. He ordered the execution of several of his own generals and close friends who dared question him. This wasn't a noble conqueror spreading civilization. This was a man drunk on power, glory, and blood. Alexander didn't liberate the Persians. He replaced one tyrant, Darius, with himself. He adopted Persian royal customs, demanded his subjects bow to him like a god, and executed anyone who opposed him. He also left a trail of destroyed economies and cultures behind him. Many cities he conquered never fully recovered. The so-called Hellenistic world he created was built on mountains of corpses. Yet for centuries, historians have romanticized him as this shining example of greatness. Why? Because winners write history, and Alexander's successors made sure he was remembered as a godlike hero. The truth is simpler. Alexander the Great was one of the most successful war criminals in ancient history. He was a military genius, yes, but he was also a ruthless tyrant who killed hundreds of thousands and destroyed entire civilizations just to feed his own ego and thirst for glory. So the next time someone calls him great, remember what that greatness actually cost. Drop your hottest take in the comments. Utesh, was Alexander the Great a true hero or just one of history's most successful tyrants? If you want more forbidden history that destroys the lies they taught you in school, smash like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.